Hello everyone and welcome to this video presentation. In this video presentation, we will see how we can upgrade a Windows 7 computer to Windows 10. So here I have my Windows 7 computer, 64-bit, and I want to upgrade it to Windows 10. So the first thing I need to do, I need to download the Windows 10 ISO file. So to do that, I will go on my host computer. I will type in Windows 10 download. So I have several links. I need to make sure that I download from the Microsoft.com website, not from any other website. This one is an ad, so that's not where I want to go. But here it says download Windows 10 disk image ISO file, and it's on the Microsoft.com website. So this is this link that I need to click on. So I will click on that. And now I have two options. The first one is to update the current computer, which is my host computer, on which I'm downloading that, which is not what I want to do. I don't want to download the Windows 10 to update my computer. I need to download it for a different computer. So this one, as you see here, this is the latest release, which is November 10th, 2021 update, which is the last update of Windows 10. So I can click update now to update my current computer, host computer, which I don't want to do. The second option is to create a Windows 10 installation media. And this is what I want to do. So I will click on download the tool now. So this way it will download the media creation tool. So now I click on media creation tool here to run it. I can close this browser. I don't need it anymore. So it is checking a few things. Okay, so I have to accept the license agreement. And now I have two options. Upgrade this PC now, which is my host computer, because right now I am on my host computer. I am on my host computer. I'm not on the Windows 7 computer. Okay, so this is my Windows 10 computer. And I don't want to upgrade that PC. I want to create an installation media for USB flash drive, DVD, or ISO file for another PC. So this is the one that I need to select. I will click on next. And then automatically it detected that I have Windows 10 64-bit. So it's telling me use the recommended options for this PC. But it might not be the case. If I want to download a different language or a different architecture, I will uncheck this one and I will change the language here if I need different language. Here I will choose 32-bit, or maybe I need to download both ISO files. In my case, I need to keep the 64-bit because it's the one that I need to install. So I will click on next. And here it's either I use it to create a USB flash drive, or I use an ISO file. So I need to download an ISO file because on virtual machine, on VirtualBox, it is not easy to use a USB flash drive to start the computer or to boot the computer from a USB flash drive, but we can boot from an ISO file. So I will click on ISO file and I will click on next. Now I will be saving the ISO file. I will not do it right now because I already downloaded prior to this video. So I already have the ISO file for Windows 10. So I'll just exit out of here for now because I don't really need to download it. I have an older version of Windows 7, Windows 10, which is not the latest release, but it's a working version. So to insert the CD in my optical drive of my Windows 7 computer, I need to eject the VirtualBox Guest Edition that I have here. I can right click here and eject it from here, or I can click on Devices, Optical Drive, and click on Remove Disk from Virtual Drive. Or I can just leave it and insert the other ISO file. It will automatically eject this one and replace it with the other one. So if I want to go change the ISO file that's in this optical drive, I will go to optical drives here. You can choose a disk drive, and then I will browse to my host computer to find my ISO file that I need to use. So I will be using this Windows 10 ISO file. So automatically you will see it will replace the existing VirtualBox Guest Editions DVD with the Windows 10 one. Sometimes I need to click on the refresh here to see the changes. So now I see that this is not the VirtualBox Guest Edition. This is my Windows 10 ISO file. So once I inserted the Windows 10 ISO file on my optical drive of Windows 7, I can double click on it to run the setup. If I have an error here, I can right click on it and just click on open to see the content of my DVD, and then double click on setup. So this will start the setup program which will install Windows 10. So by default, it will go on the internet, try to download the latest drivers or updates that it needs before it installs the Windows 10. I can click on not at the time. In my case, I will leave it at download updates driver. So we'll see if it will find some updates and install them before it installs the Windows 10. Sometimes it needs to maybe download drivers that will be required for the Windows 10 installation. In our lab environment, we don't really need to do that because we are not really upgrading a working virtual machine. I have to accept the license agreement here. So it's getting updates. This copy of Windows 7, it's a licensed activated Windows 10 copy. So that's why I will be able to run the upgrade smoothly, hopefully. But in your case, you will not be having a licensed Windows 7 to upgrade to Windows 10. You will be using the trial version or the evaluation version of Windows 7, which does not give you the choice of upgrading to another operating system because it's an evaluation version. So I will show you the difference in a few minutes when we will get there. So here it's giving me a warning. The following things need your attention. Continue the installation and keep your Windows settings, personal files, and apps. So it's telling me continuing with the installation of Windows will change your display language. To change it back, you will need to reinstall the language pack. I'm not sure why it's giving me this because both versions of Windows 7 and 10, they are in English. So anyways, I will just click on OK. So now it's giving me two things that were checked. So it will install Windows 10 Pro because it's Windows 10, Windows 7 Pro that I have in my lab here. And it will keep the personal files and apps. So this is exactly what I want to do. I want to upgrade the computer. So when I upgrade, I need to keep all my files and all my applications that were installed before. So I don't want to lose anything. If I click on change what to keep, if this is not what I want, I will see that I have three options. Keep personal files and apps, which is the default if I have the right version of Windows. Keep personal files only. If I don't want to install the old apps, I don't want to keep the old apps, so it will remove the apps. It will just keep the data, the user's data, or nothing. In your case, you will have only this option, which is nothing. You will not have the option to keep personal files and apps or keep personal files only. Because in order to do that, we need to have a licensed and activated version of Windows 7. So since you don't have a real license of Windows 7, you are using the evaluation version, it will not give us the choices to keep personal files and apps or files only. In my case, I'm demonstrating on an activated Windows 7, so I will be able to use the keep personal files and apps. So I will go next. So it will just do its round again, and it will bring me the same screen again. So I will click on install. So now the installation will start, and we'll see if we have any more errors during the setup. So Windows is restarting after the first section of the installation. Always when we install Windows, it restarts at least once. And after it restarts the first time, I can eject my optical drive from the CD, from the optical drive. I don't need it anymore. So I will not have the message in the beginning that says press any key to boot from CD or DVD on top here when you are still in the black window. So I don't need the CD now, I can eject it. So it is restarting one more time. So this procedure is long. You will see that this video is short, but because I'm pausing the video not to let you wait long periods of time while the screen is not doing anything. So we're almost there, 100%. So that's it. In my case here, I always turn this off, but you have the choice to do whatever you want. I usually turn them off. And now I have my Windows 10 installation. So it's an upgrade of my Windows 7. If I right click on the start here, I go to system. I will see it kept my computer name, so it did not install from scratch. And it's a Windows 10 Pro. If I check here, if I type activate, just to see in the activation setting, in my case, so Windows 10 is activated with the digital license. So my Windows is activated as was my Windows 7. So I have a fully licensed and activated version of Windows 7. In your case, it will not be activated for sure, because in your case, you will not be able to do the real upgrade, because the only option that you will have is not to upgrade any data or apps or settings. So it will format your hard disk and it will install a clear new version of Windows 10, not an upgrade. But at least you know that this is the procedure to do. So that concludes this video presentation. So see you in the next presentation.